My wife mocked me in front of her friends. My boyfriend is the poorest. I need someone rich. She didn't know I was testing her. The company she'd worked at for years was mine. The next day, I walked into her office with divorce papers and terminating her out of the company. I heard my wife's voice from the restaurant patio before I saw her. My boyfriend is literally the poorest person I know. I need someone rich. Her friends laughed, wine glasses clinking. Late afternoon sun making everything look golden and warm through the windows. I stood in the doorway, frozen, my hand still on the door handle. We'd been married 2 years, together for 4 before that. She thought I was a freelance consultant, struggling, barely making rent on our modest 1-bedroom apartment, living paycheck to paycheck. The truth? I owned the company she worked for, TechCore Solutions, $50 million in annual revenue, 200 employees, 3 office locations. She had no idea. I'd kept it secret deliberately from the day we met. Wanted to know if she loved me, just me, not my money, not my success, not what I could give her. Now I had my answer. "Sarah, you're terrible," one of her friends said through laughter. "That's so mean." "I'm serious," my wife continued, voice clear, no hesitation. "He can't even afford a nice dinner out. I always have to pay. It's embarrassing. My friends ask where we go and I have to lie because we literally eat at food trucks. Then why stay with him? Because he's sweet and temporary. I'm keeping my options open. There's this guy at work, Marcus from sales. He drives a Porsche. Asked me to lunch twice this week." More laughter, more wine being poured. My chest felt tight, hands clenched into fists, throat closing up. I turned around, walked out before they could see me, back through the restaurant, past the hostess stand, out into the parking lot. She never saw me. I drove home in silence, radio off, mind blank, numb, sat in our apartment, the one I secretly owned the entire building to. Bought it 3 years ago as an investment property. Never told her. Everything looked different now, smaller, false, like a stage set. The photos on the wall, our wedding picture, her in white, me in my suit, both of us smiling, me believing it meant something real. The couch we'd picked out together at IKEA. "We can't afford anything expensive," she'd said. I'd agreed, pretended to check my bank account balance. The TV I'd bought on credit that was actually paid in full, all of it a lie. A test she'd just failed. I pulled out my phone, opened the company directory, the secure employee database, Sarah Chen, marketing manager. Employee ID, 2847, hired 3 years ago. Annual salary, $78,000. Before we got married, she'd celebrated getting that job. Called me crying, happy tears, said it was her dream company, amazing benefits, great culture. She'd worked so hard for it. I'd smiled, congratulated her, taken her to dinner at a cheap Italian place to celebrate. Never told her I'd personally approved her hire. Never told her I'd reviewed her resume, read her cover letter, made the final decision. I scrolled down to Marcus Williams, senior sales executive, Porsche guy. Annual salary, $125,000 plus commission. Then I made 3 phone calls. First, to my lawyer, personal attorney, had his cell number. "David, it's Daniel. I need divorce papers immediately." "What happened?" "I'll explain later." "Can you have them ready by tomorrow morning?" "That fast?" "Yes." "Okay, I'll draft them tonight." Second call, to HR, Director of Human Resources, Linda Chen, no relation to Sarah. "Linda, Daniel Morrison, I need you to prepare termination documents for employee 2847. Sarah Chen, marketing, effective immediately." Silence. Then, "Sir, can I ask why?" "Performance issues. I'll provide documentation. Have security ready tomorrow at 10. Understood." Third call, to my executive assistant, Margaret, been with me for 5 years. "Margaret, clear my schedule tomorrow morning. Cancel everything. I'm coming to the office, in person." "You're coming in? You never come in on Wednesdays." "I am tomorrow. Conference room B, 10 o'clock. I'll need privacy." "Of course. Is everything all right?" "It will be." That night, Sarah came home late, around 9, smelled like wine and expensive perfume. "Hey babe," she kissed my cheek, quick, perfunctory. "Sorry I'm late. Girls' night ran long. You know how it is." "How was it?" "Good. Just venting about work stuff mostly. Boring office drama." She kicked off her heels, expensive ones, Louboutins she'd bought with her own money but complained about affording. I nodded. "Yeah, I know." She went to shower, changed into pajamas, came to bed. I stayed up, sat at the kitchen table, signed the divorce papers David emailed, reviewed the termination documents Linda sent, performance reviews, documentation of issues that didn't really exist but looked official enough. Everything ready, everything in place. Morning came. Sarah left for work at 8 sharp. She was always punctual. "Have a good day," she called out, grabbing her purse, her laptop bag, coffee in a travel mug. "You too." The door closed. I waited an hour, made coffee, sat in silence, thinking, making sure I wanted to do this. I did. I got dressed. Not my usual jeans and t-shirt, not the struggling consultant outfit, custom suit, Tom Ford, Italian wool, charcoal gray, $3,000, tailored perfectly. Watch Dad gave me when I started the company. Rolex Submariner, $40,000. Shoes I'd bought in London 2 years ago. Never worn around Sarah. John Lobb, $2,000. Belt, Hermes, $600. I looked in the mirror. Different person. Not the poor boyfriend. Not the struggling consultant. The real me. The CEO. The owner. The man with money. I arrived at TechCore headquarters at 9:45. 15 minutes early. Parked in my reserved spot. Front row. The one with the sign, CEO, D. Morrison. Reserved. Sarah's car was 4 rows over. White Honda Accord. She'd complained about wanting to upgrade but not being able to afford it. I walked through the lobby. Glass and steel. Modern. Expensive. I'd designed it myself when we built this location. The receptionist stood immediately. Mr. Morrison, we weren't expecting you today. Surprise visit, Janet. How's your son doing? Good. Thank you for asking. Started college last month. Excellent. Send my regards. The elevator took me to the 5th floor. Marketing department. Sarah's floor. I could see her desk through the glass walls. She was laughing with someone. Marcus, the Porsche guy, leaning on her desk, coffee in hand, both of them smiling. My assistant Margaret met me at the elevator. Sir, everything's prepared. Conference room B as requested. Security is standing by. Thank you. Please have security escort Ms. Sarah Chen to the conference room and Mr. Marcus Williams. Her eyebrows went up. Both of them? Both of them. Separately, if possible. Sarah first. Right away. I walked to conference room B corner office. Glass walls, leather chairs, long mahogany table, view of the city skyline. I'd had meetings here with investors, with board members, with executives. Never thought I'd use it for this. I waited, stood by the window, watching the city. Cars moving below, people living their lives. Normal Wednesday morning. The door opened. Sarah walked in, confused, looking around. Then she saw me. Her face went white, completely white. Why are you here? Are you delivering something? I gestured to the chair. Please sit. I don't understand. What are you doing here? Sit down, Sarah. Something in my tone made her obey. She sat slowly, eyes never leaving me. The door opened again. Marcus walked in, also confused. Looked at Sarah, at me. Am I interrupting something? No, sit. I pointed to the chair next to Sarah. He sat, looking between us. I'm sorry, I don't understand what's happening. I stayed standing, walked to the head of the table. My assistant Margaret entered quietly, set 2 folders in front of them, then left, closed the door. What is this? Sarah asked, her voice shaking slightly. I looked at her, really looked at her. Sarah, you're being terminated. Effective immediately. Security will escort you out in a few minutes. You have 30 minutes to collect your personal items. Silence. Then she laughed, nervous, confused. What? You can't? Who do you think you? I'm the CEO. Daniel Morrison, founder and owner of TechCore Solutions. This company. The laughter stopped. Marcus's mouth fell open. Sarah's face went from white to red to white again. No, that's not possible. I have been for 7 years, since 2 years before we met. But you told me you were a freelance consultant. You said you were struggling. You said, I wanted to see if you loved me for me. I wanted to know if money mattered. Now I know it does. I slid the second folder across the table to her. These are divorce papers, already filed. You'll be served officially tomorrow by a process server, but I wanted you to see them first. Her hands were shaking, trembling. This is insane. You lied to me. You've been lying for 4 years. I omitted information. You, on the other hand, mocked me, called me the poorest person you know, said you were keeping your options open. I looked at Marcus. With him. Marcus pushed his chair back. Whoa, I didn't know she was married. She doesn't wear a ring at work. I swear I didn't know. I know. You're not being fired. You're just here as a witness. Sarah stood up, chair scraping. You can't do this. We're married. You can't just... I can. And I am. The apartment we live in, I own the building. You have 30 days to move out. Legal separation terms are in the folder. You'll receive alimony for 1 year. After that, you're on your own. You're insane. You're doing this because of what? One conversation? One stupid comment I made to my friends? One conversation where you called me the poorest person you know, where you said I was temporary, embarrassing, where you admitted you were actively looking for someone richer, someone better. She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. I was just venting. People say things they don't mean. You meant it. I sat down, calm, hands folded on the table. I gave you everything. My time, my love, my honesty about who I was as a person. The only thing I didn't give you was money, because I wanted to know if that's all you cared about. Turns out it is. Tears now. Real ones. I didn't mean it like that. I love you. You love the idea of money. You love status. You don't love me. Security appeared at the door. 2 officers. Professional. Polite. Ms. Chen, the lead officer said. Please come with us. She looked at me. Desperate. Mascara starting to run. Daniel, please. We can fix this. I'll prove I love you. We can't fix this. You loved the idea of what money could give you more than you loved me. Now you'll have neither the money nor me. Security waited patiently. She grabbed the folders with shaking hands, stood up, walked to the door, stopped, turned back. I did love you. I do love you. No, you loved who you thought I'd become. Someone rich, someone successful. Turns out I already was. You just didn't know how to see it. She left, security following behind her. Marcus stood quickly. Sir, I should go. I'm really sorry. I had no idea. You can go. You're not in trouble. But Marcus? Yes, sir? The Porsche? Lease it or own it? Lease. Thought so. You can go. He practically ran out. I sat alone in the conference room, watched through the glass walls as security escorted Sarah through the marketing department. Everyone watching, whispering, phones out, filming probably. Her desk was visible from here. They stopped there, handed her a cardboard box for her things. She looked up, saw me through the glass, watching her. I didn't look away, didn't flinch. She started packing. Photos of us, coffee mug, the succulent plant I'd bought her for her birthday. She'd said it was the only thing I'd ever bought her that she actually liked. 15 minutes later, she was walking toward the elevator, box in her arms, eyes red, mascara smeared. People parted for her. No one spoke. No one said goodbye. The elevator doors opened. She stepped inside, turned around, looked at me one more time through all the glass walls between us. I raised my hand, not a wave, just acknowledgement. I see you. This is really happening. Then the elevator doors closed. She was gone.